they're actually rebooting the franchise, and it is based on the same character from the comic books. She's a great character, Painkiller Jane. My character was her sort of sidekick, Maureen, and yeah, I feel like she's definitely got a place, especially right now. Pop culture is so into the genre world, and I feel like it will make a great comeback. It was fun. I like playing comic books. They're fun.
I'll keep talking if you like. Fine. So, what are you currently working on?
Nothing right now. I'm practicing my other full-time job, which is looking for a job. And of course I have 4 kids, so I'm busy with that. I actually created a comic book a few years ago, a graphic novel called Agent Mom, with my partner Tony Lee. He's out of the UK and he writes comics. So we've developed it into a pilot called The Nest, and it's a little like Alias meets Chuck. It's very current, and so we're trying to get that launched right now. And then I'm just developing and trying to create my own stuff. I'm actually, interested more and more in the behind-the-scenes stuff, which I think is a natural progression. So yeah, I'm doing more of that kind of stuff. Developing. I've got another script in development right now, which is sort of a young kids superhero type show. Stuff like that. Yeah. Hey.
If you could play any other character in the DC universe, who would you pick?
Poison Ivy. Yeah, I love Poison Ivy. I loved Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy. Actually, I tried to model Black Canary kind of after her. She was really over the top and kind of campy, and I loved that, and so I tried to play the Black Canary like that. And I have red hair right now, so why not?
I'm gonna squeeze past again. Hello again.
Hi.
I'm gonna copy those little girls that came down, and can I have a hug
Yes,
too, please?
make it fast so he doesn't body check you.
We're reaching the maximum hugs allowed per guest.
The what?
The maximum hugs allowed per guest.
Maximum per panel. Before we get back to wrestling.
We're going to have to start bringing some sort of drug testing and health screens in for all this touching.
For the touching?
The touching.
Yeah.
Now, is this a question or are you going to ask for a hug?
I'm not gonna ask for a hug.
Because the next person to ask for a hug is going to be me.
You should. She gives a great hug. I would like a hug, but I get it.
Jamie.
This is.
No, give her a hug. No, don't touch her without asking. Oh, okay.
This is kind of a weird question, but you know how I asked about how I want to be an actress? Are you still in touch with the directors of Supernatural?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you want me to send them your demo?
Well, I don't have one.
You should make one. No, I mean, the nice thing too about this current time is that writers, directors, producers are all online. They're all on Twitter, they're all on Facebook, they're all on Instagram. I mean, it really is a great time to connect with them. Even, in my situation, I feel like I have much more access to people that I have maybe worked with once, and I can still connect with them through Facebook and social media and things like that, where we can develop a relationship, and I can, call them and be like, hey, I'm reading for you next week for such and such a character. Yeah, so
So do you think I should just spam them on Twitter or something?
yeah, totally. You should totally spam them. They listen, right? I mean, don't you notice all of the fan stuff? Did you guys see the 200th episode of Supernatural?
Yeah.
Wasn't it awesome? It was like all fan stuff, right?
Yeah.
I got it. Like, I don't watch the show, and I got all of it just from doing conventions and seeing the
Yeah, I saw it all over
tweets and stuff. Yeah.
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 Well, are they looking for anyone? I'm truly just trying to get a job here.
Yeah, that's the rest of us are too. You just have to do it. Like I said, it's sort of, you gotta just sort of get in there. But yeah, they're always casting. You get an agent, and you go out and you audition, and you try and get a job, and you create something out of that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How often do you forget your lines? Because I do acting at school and stuff. I always forget them.
That's a great question. I sort of have like one of those just memories. I read it and I got it. But I try not to memorize lines, and every actor's different. but I'm not one that's like, I have to memorize my lines. I more want to figure out what my character's trying to say. So it's bitten me a few times, I'm not gonna lie, especially on Stargate where I had a lot of medical jargon and stuff, where I was like, oh, I got this, and I go and have this massive paragraph, and maybe I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. But for me, it's not really about knowing your lines as it is conveying your message. I also feel, and I've worked with a lot of actors who are really prepared in terms of their lines, and they're very well rehearsed with themselves, and when you're in a working environment with them, there's not a lot of connection because they're so prepared in their own head that they can't work with you. So I kind of like to be, I like to connect with people that I'm working with. For me, that's what works. And then I create that moment, which is, a lot of times we talk about being in the moment and being present, and to me that doesn't mean like having all these lines rehearsed in my head. Thanks. And also there's like a script supervisor off set, so if you forget something, she'll just tell you.
And this will be our last question, so no pressure.
No pressure, make it good. I mean, so good.
First of all, where did you get your cool friendship bracelet?
From you guys, right? Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. I know DJ has one too.
Yes, I know. Yes, everyone.
Oh, thank you.
Not everyone.
It's special.
Also, characters you prefer playing with a good one or a bad one?
So I get that question a lot. I say it's like choosing between your children. You have a different favorite on a different day depending on how they're acting. Just kidding.
No, you don't.
Luckily, I have like a big guy, 2 girls, and a little guy. So I always say I have my favorite big guy, my favorite little guy, my favorite big girl, my favorite little girl. So I should not have any more children. But no, it depends on, I like to sort of be in the moment and enjoy the characters that I'm developing at the time. So I really have gotten a lot from all of my characters individually. And independently of one another, and I like the attributes that all of them have. Like I said, I try to learn from all of them, and let them inspire me.
How do you find balancing a mum and being an actress?
I find it really easy. I feel like my life is a huge departure from my work and vice versa, and I feel like when I go to work I play with my friends, and when I'm at home I have this beautiful distraction. I feel like the business can really eat you up, and any business that requires constant focus, I feel like it can be sort of soulless, and I feel like when I have my family, it's a perfect distraction for me. It's okay if I don't work for a few months because I'm working. I'm creating little people to give back to the world. So it works really well for me, but I don't know my career without my family. I started my family, I was 23, and I started my career at the same time. So I sort of developed them at the same time. I call us the budget Jolie Pitts. Because I cart my kids around the world. We don't stay in castles. We cram into hotel rooms and get buckets of ice to put the milk in for the morning. And we're just sort of an average family, and we do what we love. My husband's in the entertainment business as well, and he's very supportive. And we're a good team.
And last of all, can I have the last hug?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the 3. Boom.
Oh. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted to say that I can speak probably for a lot of us. I love doing these things. Not only do I love traveling, but I love meeting fans. I feel like it's our connection. In television we're so secluded from the rest of the world, and in terms of interaction, and I feel like this is such a great opportunity to interact and to hear your questions, and so I love meeting you guys, and thank you so much for coming out.
Christchurch, Alaina Huffman.
Thank you. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Alaina Huffman. Very original. Thank y'all.
Stick around. We're going to have New Zealand's new adopted son, DJ Qualls, here in a very short moment.